Welcome to Community Corner here on the Serenity Resource Connector. We are going to be delving into the world of beauty, empowerment, and community impact with the Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica Beauty Pageant. And we have some incredible queens that's going to be gracing us here. Miss Teen Universe Jamaica 2023, Miss Teen Universe Jamaica 2024, Miss Central Jamaica 2024, and Miss Teen Queen Jamaica 2024. So get ready for an inspiring discussion, and we keep it engaging in this space. So feel free to share where you're tuning in from, which queen you are here supporting. So in the comments, you can do your shout out, ask your questions. And if you're new to this space, I am Winsome, and it's always a pleasure to facilitate these forum each month, well, each week. This one is monthly communities. We have Community Corner on third Thursdays, but every Thursday we go live in this space looking at a different area. If you're on YouTube, you can check out the different playlists to see the different areas that we cover. This is our second batch of queens in the space for the month of May. We had our festival queens on the first Thursday, and now we are making room for our Central Jamaica queens. And to get the discussions going, we have Queen Makeda James, Miss Teen Universe Jamaica 2023 with me here. Welcome, Makeda.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
It is my pleasure. All right. So Makeda would have served last year, and she's going to be sharing with us as it relates to the organization, the Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica Beauty Pageant. It's a pity we don't have any of the Mr. here, but I'm sure you'll be able to share with us what happened why we don't have any Mr. because it's the World Boys Day. And we just lost Makeda. I'm still coming to terms with the different names. She should be joining us shortly in a little while. But while we're waiting on her, let us bring on Davia Mullins, Miss Teen Universe 2024. Hi, Queen Mullins.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. All right. See, Makeda, this is going to take a little while. Queen James coming back in. The pronunciation for some of these names are just so unique as the beautiful ladies that we have on. So Queen James is going to be laying the foundation for us in a little while. But while she's coming on, let's move into the essence of beauty pageants. Because normally when people think about beauty pageants, it's usually about beauty on the outside and not so much on the inside. But we have seen where a number of our past queens are shining on the international stage, and they have demonstrated that beauty is more than just what's on the surface. So let's share with others, dispel the whole myth about what this beauty is about. So how would you define beauty beyond physical appearance?
I think beauty is having greatness within a person with a pretty heart, with a pretty thought and a pretty soul who is determined to use their self to make a change in society.
All right, I love that. A pretty heart and a pretty soul. That's so sweet. Manicure, where are you? I'm not seeing your beautiful face. We need to bring you on. It's time to grace the stage. All right, make sure you keep your cameras on. So this is Manicure Blake, Miss Teen Queen Jamaica 2024. Welcome, Queen Blake.
So much good to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. All right, so we are going to continue talking about beauty. All right, so share with us as it relates beauty, this pageant, Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica Beauty Pageant. How does this contribute to promoting this broader definition of beauty based on your experience with the competition?
Well, many pageants now place a significant on contestants' personality, values, and character rather than just physical appearance. So it's not basically about physical appearance, it's about what's inside of you. It's about your personality, values, and characters. Pageants often include talent, skills, segments highlighting contestants' creativity and intellectual abilities.
Love that. All right. And just to put this in context, so this particular pageant, the age range is from, is it 14 or 15?
It's 14,
14, right?
right,
To what age?
to 20.
14 to 20, right?
Yes,
And for those who have been following Culture Corner on first Thursdays, you know that the festival queen is aged 18 to 25. So
right.
here is a platform where you can actually prepare, or keep the cameras on, Lady Mullins, right? Where you can actually prepare. Any plans to venture into Festival Queen? Any of you?
I am. I've always wanted to do that. Enter that action.
All right. So this is really a launching pad for the Festival Queen. And I'm sure they'll be happy to have you over there.
Definitely.
And James is back with us.
Yes,
All right. The connection's still acting up, but I trust she'll be able to give us some deeper insights into the pageant. All right. So since we have you ladies on, let's bring on Queen Yolanda Young, Miss Central Jamaica 2024. Yolanda, welcome.
Thank you for having me. A pleasant evening.
Awesome. All right. Do you have any further contribution to make towards the discussion about the essence of beauty pageants being beyond surface beauty?
Yes, I believe that it's more than just walking or wearing a nice gown. It goes far beyond that. It's expressing yourselves through what you love. I think it's because persons in Jamaica, especially Jamaica, they think that it's just showing your body. But as young girls and perhaps some young men, it's about fashion. It's about showing off your culture in what you wear, in your clothing. So
All right. So it's about your personal style,
yes,
right? Because that's the essence of being woman, because we all express ourselves in different ways, and it depends on not the surface beauty, but what's on the inside. Amazing. All right. Queen James, are you with us? Hearing clearly?
yes, I am.
All right, so let's get back to understanding a little more about Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica Beauty Pageant. Tell us a little more about it in terms of the mission and what it is that the pageant intends to do overall.
So the pageant has been hosting for the past 3 years. The last staging was the last staging 3 years going on now. So the main aim of Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica pageant is to give our young teens a platform to be better for themselves, to have confidence, to grow. So it helps them to put themselves out there, and also to select the international representative, which will be the beautiful ladies that we see here. So we really aim to just bring out the best in our young people, help them to grow, show them that whatever they put their mind to, they can do it, and just be better at with things in their life and so on.
All right, so we have Miss Teen Universe Jamaica, Miss Central Jamaica, and Miss Teen Queen Jamaica. What's the difference between those three categories? I love the fact that we're able to have three queens out of one evening, I think the competition was, and 3 queens were chosen. So tell us, what's the difference between the 3? Queen James.
So our aim was to ensure that everyone had a fair chance to represent Jamaica on different platforms. So in Teen Queen, it will be held in Nigeria. It's a different platform for Monique to showcase herself and to give Jamaica that edge that we need, you know, for teens, because there are not many programs that focus so deeply on our teens, and that's the aim. So we have different platforms that we want to send each of them on to focus more on bringing good things to Jamaica and also for themselves. So in Teen Queen as well, Miss Teen Universe Jamaica, as the past Miss Teen Universe Jamaica, it was an honor serving, and I got to spread my platform for empowering teens and visit schools and so on. So each title comes with a different platform and something that they can use to be better with themselves and to bring something greater to Jamaica.
Awesome. All right. So Queen Blake is looking to head to a different platform internationally from Queen Mullins, who is going to South Africa. All right. Where did you go last year, Queen James?
I went to Colombia. It was a wonderful experience, let me tell you. The only problem I had though was the language gap. However, I am studying Spanish now, so I will be prepared the next time I represent, and I do plan to do that in the future. But it was a wonderful experience, and I hope that all these queens get the same experience I did, or even better, because it's truly an honor to go out there and represent your country and just enjoy yourself, because it was my first time traveling. So pageants really gave me something to do and showed me that I could do whatever I wanted to, because it was my first time traveling, and if it weren't for that title, I wouldn't have traveled as yet. So yeah.
All right. Amazing. I love it. All right. So for Miss Central Jamaica, where is the international pageant going to be? You're muted, Yolanda.
This will be held in America. It will be held in America. The states may change, as
Okay.
there may be different areas of the event. Yes.
All right. So you actually have the opportunity, each of you have the opportunity to go and experience a different country. This is fantastic. All right. So
Yes.
Beauty Beyond the Surface is taking you beyond borders. Love that. So how has your journey in pageantry impacted your life personally and as professionally, for those of you who are at that stage? Let's start with Davia.
Okay, this pageant has, repeat the question for me.
How was it, your journey in the pageant impacted your life personally and professionally?
Okay, so I started modeling at the age of 14, and I entered 2 pageants at the age of 14. And so entering this pageant helped me to be more aware, to be more confident, more poised, and it even gave me opportunity to reach out to other people for advice and etc. Professionally, it helped me to promote my fashion design, because I'm a fashion designer. I'm a young fashion designer in Manchester, and I made my evening gown for the night I was crowned. So that, and a lot of people reached out to me after that night because they wanted me to make gowns, birthday dress, etc. So it really helped to boost both professionally and personally.
Look at that. I love that. Can you imagine? Yolanda, what about you?
For me, Personally, it boosted my confidence. I wasn't outspoken. I still stutter even though I still have problem public speaking, but it has helped me to excel where that is concerned. Few years ago, I would never speak in front of anybody at all, not even over the phone. So it has boosted my confidence. It allowed me to find a place where I would say, what's that word? I'm comfortable expressing myself to others. Professionally, I haven't reached there as yet, but I decided to become an international model. So pageantry for me doesn't stop here. I want to be an international model. I want to model for top designers. I want to make a business out of it that one day I can own my own agency as a director.
All right, international runway here, Yolanda comes. I love that. Right, and yes, this is the beginning. Professionally, confidence plays a big part in your professional journey, so that's a big start. All right, Durani is here, and Gio from Jamaica is love the motivation. All right, thank you for keeping it engaging in this space. Remember to keep it jazzing here. Manicure, what about you? Quickly.
My journey through pageantry has been an extraordinary transformative experience that has impacted my life in so many ways. Personally, it boosted my self-confidence. When I tell you I would not be confident in front of anyone at all, I've learned to embrace challenges and setback and keep working towards my goals. Professionally, taking pageantry as a whole career, I am now a national director for two franchise companies I brought here down in Jamaica. Um, it has brought me community engagement. I am now the leader of Manchester Youth Council, the DA chairperson. So overall, I would say that my journey through pageantry has been a life-changing experience that helps me grow both personally and professionally.
I just love what's coming out here because you are gone into the next area in terms of social impact and community engagement. Let the viewers hear what's your current role in Manchester?
DA chairperson.
DA? What's DA?
I help them with planning events, bringing more community engagement for the youth because we realize that Manchester itself does it lacks community engagement, and you basically not seeing youths these days involved in more community um, work or community challenges. So I am that person that helps with planning events and also bringing youth empowerment in Manchester.
Look at that. When you say DA, is that the Development Area Committee?
Right.
You're a big deal, Monicue. All right. So are you engaging at the municipal corporation level as yet? Are you the voice on any of those committees?
Not there as yet. I am planning to make my role get bigger as I go along, but it's a
All
whole
right.
learning process. So,
It's a great start, and I'm really excited to hear that you have taken on that charge because the youth portfolio um, in the local governance structure is very important because that is
right.
where you have a voice coming out of the community-based organizations. Don't get me started. That's one of my sweet spots. Right. So, as you mentioned, social impact. All right, Makeda, I don't know what's going on with Makeda. She's not back as yet. So share with us in terms of the competition, what is it that you're expected to do in terms of community, Yolanda, in your role as Miss Central Jamaica?
So, in my role as Miss Central Jamaica, I have decided to put in place some community activities like hosting, For example, treats in my community where I give back to the younger generation. I would like to see them excel because kids my age and persons that I've grown with, most of them are just now sitting on the corner. They are not doing anything, and you may introduce them to things that help them, but they're lacking motivation. And I want to be that voice in my community to help bring out the young people, let them know that there's still hope and there's no need for giving up. So I would host treats. I will have sessions where heart trust heart NSTA, is that the word? NSTA, yes.
Yeah.
They can come. I would like to invite them into my community, giving out opportunities and allowing the community youngsters to access these information where they can go to school, have a skill, and some of them can become young entrepreneurs because nowadays students and youngsters, they are very intelligent, but they lack motivation, they lack the platforms, and I would like to be that person that gives them the opportunity to access this information, this platform, give them a voice out there so they know that there's still hope, no need for giving up. Somebody's there for them.
Amazing. And which community, which parish is that?
I am from Clarendon.
You are
At
from
one
Clarendon.
point, I was thinking of representing Manchester, but I see we already have a DA chairperson. So I'll speak to my Clarendon.
All right. So it sounds like you are near the border of Clarendon, Manchester.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. We spread the love. So Monique will serve in Manchester and Yolanda will continue to serve in Clarendon. So Yolanda, we need to connect so that we can get you going in whatever space you're in, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we are talking about the community impact and community engagement. Welcome back, Makeda. All right. So you're going to share with us. You don't get to just sit and look beautiful. Share with us what it is that you worked on during your reign as 2022 Miss Teen Universe Jamaica 2023.
Okay, so during my reign, I advocated for the empowerment of teens because we all need someone to help us, to give us a voice. So my platform was based on going to schools. I went to multiple schools and I spoke to them, interacted with them, and help them to understand that if they want something, they go after it, they set a goal, and they just go for it. So that was my platform. I also went to homes as well to give back to the community, to different places. I went to Yadel Girls Home. So just small things that just help to impact young teens. That was my platform, and it will continue to be my platform because it is really needed for us to focus on our teens and help them to grow and aspire to be great because we are the future.
Indeed, you are the now, not future. We're doing it now. All right. All right. Davia, what project will you be working on as the reigning Miss Teen Universe 2024?
Okay, so I'm from the wonderful country, the Yam country of Chilani. So I definitely want to do a back to school giveaway this August for all the kids. And I also want to create a club for the youths, for persons who want to learn a skill because not everyone can be lawyers, teachers, doctors, nurses. We're going to have people that we need more designers, we need more tailors, hairstylists, makeup artists, nail tech, etc. So I want to open a club, create a club and have more people involved, have more teens, children come along so that we can have more career paths going.
All right. So we are creating more opportunities because we have a lot of clubs out there.
Yes.
So one of the things that I would encourage too is because it takes a lot in terms of administration, operation for the different organizations. So if it is that you can contribute to an existing organization to help strengthen what is there, that would be a great idea as well. All right. Alexia Bailey. I see Alexia Bailey cheering you on in the comments. All right, Davia, you're back in. All right, fantastic. So let's keep it flowing because with all of this, there are usually challenges, but with every challenge comes opportunities. We just have to look close enough to identify them and capitalize on them, right? So let's look at some of the common misconceptions about beauty pageants and how we can address them to better convey the positive impact that events like these have on participants and communities. We started hearing some already, but let's go there and we are going to go back to Monique. Share with us, Monique, some common misconceptions and how we're going to demystify those.
All right, so some common misconceptions are objectifications of women. That's a very big one. Normally, pageants are often seen as objectifying women, focusing on soloing physical appearance. However, modern pageants are emphasized on empowerment, confidence, and inner beauty. So it's not just about, hey, I have on a high heels and oh look, I'm walking on a stage and I have on makeup. No. Pageants are more about you. It's more about what's inside of you. It's more about bringing out your personality, your confidence. It's more about, your speech, sharing your talents. Pageants are all about that.
All right. Yolanda, anything to add?
Yes. Throughout my experience in pageantry, persons think that it's just showing your body. Persons think that it's human trafficking silently. I've heard many persons pass their remarks that they're not supporting it because we are just showing our body and there's nothing good coming from it. But I want to be that person, along with my fellow queens, to express ourselves to them that it's not just showing our bodies, it's expressing ourselves through fashion. It's not just walking in a high heel, as Miss Monique had said. It's not just wearing makeup, it's expressing ourselves, expressing our culture through fashion. Because Jamaicans are all about fashion.
I love that. I love that. All right. Davia, where did you go? And your contribution to the discussion.
I agree with my fellow queens that people do objectify and sexualize females for doing pageantry, but I do believe that pageants have contribute a lot of things pertaining to showcasing ladies' intelligence, their talent, and also representing Jamaica on the international stage. Putting Jamaica on the map, because most people know Jamaica for athletes, for Olympics and stuff like that. But actually putting Jamaica on the map for in pageantry is one of the best things can ever happen.
All right. Let's hear from Makeda.
So I agree with all the queens. I don't really have anything more to add more than they're all fully right, and we really need to get away this stigma about sexualizing pageants and saying that pageants doesn't contribute to our youth, because it does. it helps us to grow, and especially with confidence, because we have kids out here who are depressed and they don't really have anyone to turn to. We as pageant queens, we use our platforms to help others, and people should look at that and see that it's a really good platform to have.
All right. That was a very valuable contribution for someone who didn't have anything else to contribute. That's amazing. All right. And I mean, as with anything else, there are challenges along the journey. So we want to help others who are looking to get into pageantry or any other area in terms of highlighting some of the challenges that you experienced along your journey um, as past contestants and winners, and how you were able to deal with those to be here as the reigning queens. We're starting with Miss Teen Queen Jamaica, Monique Blake. Go ahead, Monique.
So my challenge was public speaking. Best believe when I say that I was so afraid of speaking into a crowd. Like if I go into a crowd, I would start stuttering and I would start running away. But pageantry has made me realize that, hey, you can do this. How I overcome public speaking? Let me just first say thank you so much to my national director and my trainer, Jermaine Dyer. They helped me through the way with public speaking. They made me realize that, hey, you can do this. They put me in front of a crowd and had me to speak, and that's how I overcome my challenge.
Amazing. All right, moving on to Miss Central Jamaica, Yolanda. You're muted. You're muted, Yolanda.
Sorry. My
Go
apologies.
ahead.
So, some challenges I had during this experience was mainly public speaking. I was extremely scared of the crowd. I was scared of showing my body because I normally hear negative things about myself, and I listened to it and believed that it was so. But after I found myself in a new circle, I start telling myself that I can do this, and I believed that I could do it. And I overcame that, not fully overcame the public speaking issue. I still have issues public speaking, but I am seeing areas where I improved where that is concerned. I was scared to show my body, but now I have a reason and I can defend that reason that is not just showing my body. So I was body shame, and that it has improved. I had challenges financially, but I reached out to that one person that has been in my life from day one up until this day. And that's my uncle, Damian Young. He's MP caretaker of Northwestern Manchester. He has been there for me from day one. He has paid every sponsorship fee. He has paid every expenses that I had to deal with. And I should give a big thank you to him. So those were my challenges.
All right, and it's such a small world. I'll be sure to share this clip with Damien. All right, fantastic. A very small world. All right, so that takes us to Davia, Miss Teen Universe 2024. Your challenge, how did you overcome?
Okay, my challenge was my height. I am 5'3", and since a little toddler, I always wanted to be a model. And I remember one time I wanted to be modeling with Pulse, but the average height was 5'8" and up, and I'm 5'3". So, entering the Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica pageant, I learned to embrace my shortness And don't try to walk like the girls that have more height than me, because it won't work. So I have to learn how to embrace my short legs, and that's basically how I, my
You
short.
overcame. All right. So you learn to embrace your uniqueness. All right. So, because we all have something that's unique, and it's how we embrace that and work with what the good Lord gave us. All right. Fantastic. All right. So, what opportunities, Makeda, what opportunities do you see for further growth and expansion of this pageant? What happened to Makeda? All right. So Miss Teen Universe 2024, that's in your court. All right. In terms of impact, we're focusing on impact now. What opportunities do you see for growth and expansion where impact is concerned for this competition?
Pardon me?
What opportunities do you see for further growth and development or expansion for the Mr. and Miss Teen Miss Central Jamaica pageant, the impact of it more so?
Definitely inspiring and motivate more teens to enter the pageant, so we can have like a larger contestants and more audience coming to the pageant, and also bringing more sponsors on board, also reaching out to different organizations, etc., to just make the pageant one of those franchise to stand out in Jamaica.
All right. And you have an awesome platform on which you can make a difference there, because your reign will help to actually strengthen the impact of the pageant for others who are looking on. So when you go on the international stage, you represent well and remember who you are. The song says, don't forget who you are. Or I won't even try to sing that. All right. So, what advice? Because we have to keep it inspirational and empowering, because that's a big part of what we do here, empowering others, and we're focusing on our youth. What advice would you give to young individuals who aspire to participate in beauty pageants like Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica? Monique.
Alright, so the best advice I would give anyone is don't give up. For me, I started at Unright International. That was my very, very first pageant. I didn't win, but I got a lot of experience, and I decided that, hey, I'm going to enter a different pageant. I entered Mr. and Miss Unity pageant, didn't win again, and I decided that, okay, I'm going to enter another pageant, but I am going to come back bigger, better, and stronger. Entered Miss Central, Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica, and I have a crown today. I am now representing Jamaica in Nigeria. I am now crowned Teen Queen Jamaica 2024, the first ever in Jamaica. So that's my best advice. Do not give up. Keep your experiences. Pageantry is all about learning. So you learn and you grow as you go along.
Amazing. And that translates to all aspects of life, learning and growing. And congratulations on being the first Miss Teen Queen Jamaica.
Thank you.
All right. So you have, is it Wincia? Miss Bowen cheering you on in the comments here. All right, Miss Central Jamaica, what advice do you have for your peers?
Advise them to stay true to themselves. It's a changing world, and it's not in our control to stop it from changing. So stay true to yourself. I would also, yes, and so keep Lord, because without him it wouldn't be possible, and without him nothing is possible. So, and use your platforms wisely. Yes, that's another one. Yes, and let's make it.
Counts. So missed a little part of what you said, but it's the message is clear. Stay true to yourself, right? Davia?
Yes, embracing your uniqueness.
That's right. Davia, go ahead.
I would definitely tell them to be themselves, be confident in whatever you do, even if it's wrong. Just be wrong and confident. You have to be hardworking because nothing comes easily, and just know that everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't win, just know that God will never deliver your mail to someone else's house. What is for you is for you.
Look at that. Solid indeed. All right. Someone is reiterating here. Be yourself, stay confident, believe in yourself, and don't give up. All right. So, all right. Someone is taking notes. Fantastic. Makida is back. Makida, you're here and you are on the next. How important do you believe mentorship and support systems are in nurturing the personal and professional development of the contestants?
So personally, my mother was my biggest mentor.
You're sounding very low, Makida.
Can you hear me better now?
Still very low. All right, see if you can sort that out.
Okay.
All right, someone was sharing earlier about mentorship. All right, Yolanda, we're coming right back to you in terms of mentorship, importance of mentorship and support system. You shared earlier about your uncle supporting you in one respect. How important is that for nurturing personal and professional development of our contestants?
It is very, what would I say now? It's mandatory that you have a support system. Growing through all this, you will need a support system. Yes, some persons may not have a support system, but we have to build it. That's where social media comes in. You have to use your social media platform to build your support system. Going through this pageant, I I don't have a lot of support system. I have persons that are willing to support, but for some reason, I can't say why they didn't. But I can point out to that one person that stood by my side and a few others that stood by my side. Having a support system, this helps you to boost your confidence. You have no fear in what you are doing, and it's it's just I want to be that voice out there, telling them that chasing your dreams
Are we're getting some interruptions
and
there.
use your social. It's on.
All right, we're getting some
Your
we're
support system.
losing
If
you,
you don't have,
Yolanda. We
hear
missed a
me?
part of what you shared, but we got the essence of what you were sharing.
Yes. So
All right.
use your platform, your social media platforms wisely. So if you don't have a family member or anybody in your family, friends to support you financially, reach out to sponsors, send emails, ask for help socially. Use your social media platforms wisely. That's an advice to other youngsters that are willing to start and need someone to advise them in starting.
All right, thank you. Davia, Miss Teen Universe 2024, what's your advice on the importance of mentorship and support system? Anything to add?
Okay, so the importance of mentorship and support is really, really people. As I said previously, I've entered a few pageants, and my dad is always there. And people always tell me like, you have one of those dad, like, we don't have a lot of father representation in society overall, like in this world period. And having my dad there, like a lot of people said, oh, he must be really proud. I'm proud of him for, you know, standing up and being the father that he is. So I feel like, especially, you know, yes, having a mother as your support is really good, but seeing a father take that position to the fullest of his ability is really phenomenal. And I am proud of my dad for even doing that. He's always supported me throughout my entire career. He's a tailor, actually, and inspired me to be a fashion designer. And my family, I have my sister, family members in general, they all supported me. I have a phenomenal family that supported my career. So I don't know what it feels like, you know, to not have that, but I feel like if you don't have that support, try to let them see you're doing something great, and eventually that will follow. The support will follow.
All right. I love that. Phenomenal dad indeed. Kudos to Daddy Mullings.
Yes,
All
Dave.
right. So he's David and you're Davia. All right. Fantastic. All right. Renee says, inspiring young ladies. It's truly great to see what you guys are doing. Indeed. And the fact that you have chosen to utilize your voices for something positive and to help to empower other youth, because that's what the space is really all about, in terms of giving you a platform to highlight what it is that you're doing, not just for yourself, because I believe in paying it forward, because there are others who would have helped you to get to where you are. And so it's important for you to actually pay it forward so others can benefit and to move on, so that they too can become better public speakers, more confident, so they can be able to represent themselves. Right. And I see Yolanda looking on. Yolanda, you're doing great. And just to let you know, no matter how long you've been doing public speaking, the best public speakers will tell you they have their moments. And so it's just consistently working on you. And each space you go in, once the territory is new, you're going to have those nerves, but it's just keeping in mind the end goal, what it is that you are there to do, and just keep it focused on that individual or the individuals that you're there to impact, and just keep it going. That's the
Bear
story
in
of my
mind,
journey.
bear in mind, the great Mr. Damian Young trembles when standing on a public stage speaking. And he's my mentor. He's training me, actually. He's the one that I look up to. So you see, where I am now is not only because of God, but because of him. He gave me, I would say, courage, strength in myself, because I did not believe in myself. But I thank God for that great Mr. Young. I am so excited and proud to have an uncle. An uncle. Not many uncles are
True.
standing by their family's side right now. And he's standing by everyone's side in our family.
Amazing. All right.
Yes.
Kudos, Davian. I need to send a message when I leave here. All right. So this no other pageant can go on, or anything of impact, because beauty pageant is just another avenue where we used to empower young people. Just another avenue. There are different areas and different initiatives that we can use. And so the beauty pageant is that other avenue that's being used. And this gives you a platform on the international stage once you reach to this level. And this is a way for you to represent your country, to make yourself, your supporters, your country proud as you go out there. And by doing that, you're actually inspiring others just by stepping out. And for those who have known you for a while and knew that you were not the person who would be in the public space, and they see you doing it, that's actually giving them permission to step out and do maybe not pageantry, but something that they've been holding back in doing. So kudos to you, Queens. You are indeed making a difference, and we love to see it. All right. So let's look at share some final thoughts as we round out this segment. That's right. Big up Uncle Damien indeed. All right, fantastic. So, how can individuals who are not directly involved in pageantry still support the mission and initiatives of the, not just this, but other pageantries across the island? All right, we're coming back to you, Monique, and then we're going right around.
All right, so I would say come on board. Join the sponsorship team because best believe when I say Jamaica is lacking persons to sponsor pageantry because of what they believe in. Come on board, sponsor the young queens because we are really and truly trying to make a difference in our community and in others' lives. Attend finals, attend sashing ceremonies or other ceremonies that pageants on a whole might be having to see what the youths of Jamaica are doing on a whole. That's my final thought.
All right. So support through physical presence and monetary contribution. Davia.
I think if even if they don't want to be a part of the pageantry, you can encourage someone else that you know have the potential and the greatness to be another queen or to even go overseas to represent Jamaica internationally. Encourage them to be a part of this wonderful journey because it would definitely change their life.
All right. Yolanda.
My final thought is you may not want to be a part of pageantry, but there's nothing wrong in inspiring others, as my fellow queen has said. You can inspire others they may be interested, but lack confidence, they lack encouragement. Encourage them. Tell them that it's not just showing your body. No, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's about expressing yourselves. Also, for persons that doesn't want to be in pageant, you could start your own business. I encourage entrepreneur everywhere I go. Start your own company. It may be struggling, it may take a while, but as Jamaicans say, every mickle make a muckle. Start somewhere. Believe in yourselves. Believe that you can do absolutely anything and everything that you put your mind to. Jamaica needs more of the young people doing their most best at their work. There are too many idlers, too many, I would say, reasons for them going to this scamming and going to other things that are not helping to make Jamaica a better place. Is they have nobody or say no platforms to encourage them to do what's right. Yes, everybody needs fast money, but we have all heard that anything will come too fast, so soon gone. You don't know how it go. But I want to encourage young persons out there. Try. It may be hard, but believe in yourselves. Also, we are reaching out to sponsors. Yes, Queens, tell them we are reaching out to sponsors. We are seeking sponsors to help us in our travels to represent our country internationally. So, Miss Mullins, please give some more information.
Okay, so we are definitely looking more sponsors on board for our trip to different countries, flight, hotel, etc. In Jamaica, it's a little bit more harder on our side to to get sponsors on board. So I'm definitely putting it out there to sponsors, to people who see the pageant and want to contribute. You can email the Mr. and Miss Central Jamaica pageant and get further information.
All right. Our ladies need our help to go out there and to represent us on the international stage. And so we are going to see how best we can provide whatever support we can in the different areas. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. I need to have an off camera discussion with you. But before we close out for this evening, let's take a look at what's coming up in Clarendon. One of the events that's coming up in Clarendon for this month, 1 month.
So the following is a public service announcement. I'm calling all my beauticians. That's all my beauticians, because the Clarendon Municipal Corporation is inviting you to their compliance and beauty show come Monday, May 27, 2024 at the old police station from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So come out early, because you want to get your business registered, you want to get your public health permit, you want to get your license, you want to get all these good things. And on top of that, there'll be lots of prizes and surprises. We're talking about performances by Iwata, Miss Tifa, don't know she gonna spell it out. And on top of all of that, there will be a beauty show for the barbers, the hairdressers, the makeup artists, so you don't want to miss it. That's Monday, May 27 at the old police station, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., hosted by Bishop Escobar and yours truly, Daniela McKenzie. So come out early, Monday, May 27 at the old police station. You don't want to miss it. Come now, we're gonna make it legit.
That's right. So that's an opportunity for you to go get it legit, to register your business so you can benefit from the different opportunities that are out there. And that's for all those in the beauty space. All right. We have a little less than 5 minutes to go, and Makeda is back. So Makeda, you're just in time to do the benediction. So share your final thoughts.
On what exactly? I wasn't here.
Yes, your final thoughts. What do you want to leave with our viewers, our young people?
Okay, so everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. Thank you for supporting me throughout my journey as the first Miss Teen Universe Jamaica. And I want you guys to follow the journey of Yolanda, Davia, and Monique, because they're going to do great things for Jamaica. And I want you to put your faith in them, support them, vote for them, everything. Social media, it's going to be on social media. Go there, do all of that. And remember to believe in yourself, focus on your dreams. And thank you, TV Inspires. Focus on your dreams and do everything. There was a question you asked me before. I'm just gonna bring it back up a little.
All right.
You
were asking.
You were asking about the challenges we face. So one challenge I faced was sponsorship. I'm not sure if any of the ladies were talking about it while my internet was out, but sponsorship was really hard. So I just want to say, everyone on the live, if you could help these beautiful young ladies to get sponsorship, that would be wonderful. They'll reach out to different people, and it just would be really helpful, because it was really hard for me to get sponsorship to go to Colombia. If I'm being honest, most of the expenses my family had to pay for, and I really don't wish that upon all these wonderful queens that we have here. So yes, so I hope that they get good sponsorship to bring them far and for them to enjoy and represent Jamaica well. Thank you.
Well said. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. And we made it within the 1 hour. So for those of you who are still here, who are watching the replay, thank you for tuning in. And if you want to support this space, go ahead and subscribe, share the link, and be sure to check out the Serenity Resource Connector website, www.serenityresourceconnector.com. We have blog highlights of all the discussions that we've had here in this space since 2024. So you can get a recap, and then the links are there that you can go in and see the full discussion as to the different areas that we have addressed here. Get some inspiration, resources for different areas, mental health, community engagement in general from our youth, the police, all across the board. I think we just lost Instagram. We have 1 hour on Instagram and we are a couple seconds over. So thanks to those who were able to join us on Instagram. We didn't make it to Facebook this week, but we thank you so much for tuning in. You have a fantastic rest of the night and continue to support our ladies. Go follow them on socials, cheer them on, and catch the highlights of what's going on in their spaces. All right. Thank you again. Have a great one. Stay put, ladies.